Hello students, today in this class we learned error checking and error detection. It is very important topic whenever we transmit data on the networks. So while transmission data over networks, some error may occur and data may get corrupted. Like if the sender is trying to send data in a binary form and data received by the receiver is this. So if we look carefully, a bit of second bit from the right has changed. So this means that intent data has not reached the receiver node and hence it is an error. So we are sending data 1011 and 0111 and at the destination node data received like 1011 and 0101. So data here is 1 and here is 0. So data has been corrupted. So it is an error. The error can be one or more following types. Single bit error, if only one bit of transmitted data got changed from 1 to 0 or from 0 to 1. Multiple bit error, if two or more non-consecutive bits in data got changed from 0 to 1 and from 1 to 0. And last third is burst error, if two or more consecutive bits in data got changed from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. So to avoid such error in transmission, some error detection or error checking methods are used in computer network that ensure that if received packet is error free or not. So they are following. So we have three methods to avoid error detection or error checking. First is single dimension parity checking, two dimensional parity checking, and third is checksum. So today we learned single dimension parity checking. Parity refers to an additional bit added to the actual data. So parity means we have add additional bit in the actual data. So these are the steps for the single dimension parity checking. So first we are using two sample data units, this and this. So when we are sending the node before transmission at the sender node, this process will be done. First step is number of ones is counted in the actual data unit in 10110111. So the number of ones is 6. So first we count the number of 1 in the data, so which is 6, which is an even number, and in 1000 in this the number of ones is 5, which is an odd number. So first we count, in first step we count how many ones in the given data. Or so in first unit we have 6 ones, which is even number, and second unit we have 5 ones, so which is an odd number. So now we add an extra bit called the parity bit to actual data so that the number of ones along with the extra bit become an even number. Or if it is odd, so remain even, like for odd numbers add 1 as the parity bit. So our first unit we have 10, we have 6 1, so we add extra bit 0. So here 0 is a parity bit added because number of ones is already even. In second unit number of ones is 5, so we add parity bit 1 to make even. So here 1 parity bit is added because number of ones was odd and to make it even. So 1 is added. So at the sender node this process will be done. In first step we count how many ones. If number of ones is even, so we will add 0 parity bit. If number of ones is odd, then we add 1 as a parity bit. So then we transmit the data along with the parity bit. So after transmission at the receiver node, so when the data reached at receiver node, what kind of checking will be there? From received data excluding the parity bit, once again determine the parity bit using the same process, like by calculating the number of ones in the received data and compare it with the received parity bit. If the received parity bit matches with the calculated parity bit, then data is considered as a correct. Otherwise, received data unit is considered as a corrupt data, and hence it will be rejected. Like example, from the received data unit, this unit recalculating the parity bit from the data unit part only. So here this example 1010. So received parity bit is 0 and received parity bit 1 and calculated parity bit do not match. Hence, so here we get received 1. So it means it is error and the data will be rejected. But in the same time, we received parity bit in second unit, we received parity bit 1, and after the recalculating, then received parity bit and calculated parity bit match. So 1 is 1, then accepted the received data unit. So in second unit, we count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 after the reaching. So this will be accepted. So what are the advantages of the single dimension parity checking? So it is a advantages. It is a simple mechanism which is say to implements. It is an easy implements. It is an inexpensive technique for detecting the errors in data transmission. So we have different drawbacks of the single dimension parity checking. It can detect only single bit errors which occur rarely which occurs rarely. In second, if in the data transmitted two bits get interchanged, then even though the data gets affected, but parity bit will remain correct. In such cases, this technique is cannot detected like by error. So in the internal data, bits are changed. If the bits are changed and parity bit is matching, so since the parity bit and calculated bit is matched, it will report no error, but it is an actually in error. Data is got interchanged, bits got interchanged. So it cannot detect this kind of error. So today we learned what is error checking, how many types of error we have, single bit error, multi-bit error and burst error. And today we learned our first method of error detection is single dimensional parity checking and its advantage and disadvantages.